John, congratulations on winning the International Award for the tremendous work that you are doing in the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal provinces in South Africa. What is remarkable about you, John, is that people often see things that are wrong and they think, why doesn't somebody do something about that? What's inspirational about you is that you said, I'll do something about that. I wish there were many more like you. My heartfelt congratulations on winning this award.
I nominated John for International Philanthropist of the Year 2009 because of his tireless work with the children in the Eastern Cape area of South Africa. He's been to South Africa. He first visited in 2002 with Marion, and it just made a connection with him. And since then, he just does it from the heart, absolutely, tirelessly works to try and alleviate the suffering of the kids in this Eastern Cape area.
Well, I met John in 2001 when I was South Africa's ambassador to Ireland, and I arranged for him and Marion to go on a trip to South Africa, and on his insistence they also stayed in a township and stayed in a shack and very much close up saw the challenges that we were facing in South Africa at that stage.
Friends in Ireland was established by accident. We were on a trip to South Africa and we visited a place in what I'll call White Cape Town, where they were nursing babies and children, HIV, AIDS babies and children, to death. There were no ARVs at the time. There was no treatment for them, and indeed there was no testing as well. And there they were getting the best of care inside in Cape Town, but all their own people were out in the township. So they said that they would like to build a hospice out in Khayelitsha, but they didn't have the money. So when we were on the way home, John kind of snapped his fingers and said, look, it couldn't cost that much to build. Let's find out how much is needed and how we might go about it. And we we registered ourselves as a charity, did all that kind of thing, which we had never done before. The idea was that we would do this one project because we had been moved by these kids, and that would be it, over and out. So we did the one project, but there you go.
We've been working with Friends in Ireland now for over 4 years in a project involving parents and teachers and students. In February, the students go out to South Africa, and while there, they work in basically 5 different areas: construction, education, medical, childcare and IT, and music and dance exchange program with schools out there. John makes friends and gets the job done. That in particular has been wonderful for us because it means when we get out there, things happen. And it has been particularly rewarding for our students. I think it's left an indelible mark on them and changed them for life.
You know, millions of people go to Africa every year and they get very touched by it. Only a handful come back and do something about that, and even fewer stick with it. John is one of that very exceptional people who actually do that and who has done that. And not only did they do it on a small scale, they've done it in a massive scale and made a phenomenal difference to a lot of children in South Africa.
We are attempting to upskill all of the communities in which we're involved so that they will be empowered to continue this into the future and to assert their own rights and the rights of the children in their community. And that's where John is absolutely brilliant, because he has an unremitting, unrelenting determination that he's going to get there.
He's the kind of guy that he's not your mobile, BlackBerry mobile, shiny executive type of guy. He stuffs all his paper into a briefcase, into his battered old briefcase, and takes off with it. And his mobile phone is such that it's so scratched and worn that you can barely look at the numbers coming in and going out on it. And also, he wouldn't in a million years look for recognition for what he does, or any kudos wouldn't occur to him whatsoever to do that. And certainly, without any doubt, at least 600 children that are now being fed and nourished in these villages would not be done if it were not for John and his work with Friends in Ireland. They would have impoverished and miserable lives, and for that reason I think it's fantastic that John has won this award.
John, you have made a huge difference in the lives of so many children in South Africa. On behalf of those children and on behalf of South Africa, thank you very much. You deserve this. Congratulations.
Well done, well deserved. all that work that you put up the rest of us through, by the way, as well, has been most effective, and it would never have been as effective as it has been if it hadn't been for you as the absolute driver.
John, it's wonderful to work with you, with friends and Ireland. That's great. All what you have done is good.
John, congratulations on your award. It's been an incredible experience working with you, and you're definitely one of the most positive people I've ever met.
And 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.